What you see here is not a vintage model, explains our carman Matis Kurat. In fact, it's only 6 months old. It's a Lada Niva, which has stayed more or less the same for 35 years. Let's see how this brand spanking new veteran fares by today's standards. The hot weather is a problem with this car, explains Matis, because the fan generates more noise than air, and the air conditioning is basically a handle, which you use to wind the window down with. So it's old school AC.
Mit dieser Kurbel kurbelt man das Fenster runter und hat dann eine Klimaanlage auf die altmodische Art und Weise.
Matis finds it worrying that the steering wheel shakes when he applies the brakes. Is that normal? It seems to be, with the Lada Niva at least. Its evolution over the last 30 years has not exactly been revolutionary. People buy this Lada not for its regular on-road performance, but for its usefulness over tricky terrain. When the going gets tougher, you can use these two knobs here, says Matis, to activate an off-road assist and to lock the center differential so that you can carry on driving where most people get stuck. This makes the rustic Niva a popular choice among hunters and foresters who often need to go where others fear to drive. There's a lot of noise and rattling, says Matis, which he presumes is just something you have to live with. But he likes to look on the bright side. At least there's no risk of expensive repairs after a jaunt cross-country. The Niva is a genuine off-road vehicle. Plus, it's retained a certain curious 1970s charm. It's powered by a 1.7-liter gasoline engine, but it does get really loud once you push the car over 80 kilometers an hour. The rear lights were redesigned a few years ago and are relatively modern. Matis misses the headrest for the rear seats, which would be bad if you get hit from behind. Then there's the handles for holding on to. They don't make a very sturdy impression. They seem like they'd come off in your hand. He particularly didn't like the position of the lever for unlocking the trunk. It's within easy reach for any children sitting at the back.
Von Kleinkindern, die hier hinten sitzen, und einmal dran gezogen, ist die Heckklappe auf.
On the plus side, it doesn't open easily, so you'd have time to pull over before all your luggage is scattered across the highway.
Anzuhalten, bevor man sein ganzes Gepäck verliert.
The old-school appeal of the Niva continues on the inside. No power windows here. When the Lada Niva was launched in 1976, Matis says, it was no doubt a very modern and robust car that was years ahead of its rivals in areas such as the unibody structure for an off-roader. Today, 35 years later, that's no longer true. Unfortunately, there have been practically nothing except for a few visual changes, and the low asking price is little consolation.